Bienvenidos, welcome. I'm Nato Foodie, and today I am making Chipotle pork and beans in my Dutch oven. Stick around and I'll show you how I do it. Well, let's get the seasoning here. I have 1 tablespoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, so here I have 2.5 pounds of pork sirloin chops. Any cheap piece of meat would work. You can use a pork shoulder. This meat here was under $5. Okay, that's it for the meat. Now I'll get the Dutch oven hot and we'll put a sear on the pork. So I'm using a 12-inch shallow Dutch oven today with a little bit of lard in the bottom. So I'm going to get all 6 of these pieces seared up. So I have 1 large yellow onion, diced fine to medium. Soften these up. Going to deglaze the oven with it. You know, they say cowboys don't cry. They cry when they dice that onion. I had a viewer comment about the wildlife around here, and yeah, we do enjoy the birds, enjoy the wildlife, and in the winter I even plow some of my field to expose the dirt so the quail have something to pick and scratch at, and also keeps them close around. They are fun to watch. And even some of the less desirable wildlife, such as skunks. We had 1 skunk come back 2 winters and stay underneath the tack shed. We named him. His name was Joe Biden. And the second year, and the reason why we know it's the same one, because he couldn't stink. He couldn't squirt you. And there was times I thought he was the cat, eating out of the cat food dish and went to shoo him away with my foot, and it was Joe, and he tried to squirt me and he couldn't. So after that, I just walked by him with the dog, and we put a food dish for him over underneath the barbecue. And that second winter, he had grown a lot over the summer, but someone's dogs got to him and chewed up the back of his head, chewed his ears off. And he'd hang out on the back deck with the cat that was also black and white. But he wasn't a pet, and you couldn't take the chance of him not being a pet, because the skunks around here, a lot of them carry rabies. Actually, the neighbor girl through the field there 20 years ago, middle of the day, skunk ran out and bit her, and it was the first confirmed case of bat rabies in a skunk. Gonna add some more seasonings. 1 teaspoon coriander, 2 teaspoons cumin, 1 teaspoon allspice, and give that a stir. And you can really smell the allspice coming out, and the coriander. One small can of tomato paste. Now I have 1 7-ounce can of Chipotle with Adobo sauce that I've diced up. You could put it in a blender if you have a small immersion blender, but I've diced it up as fine as I could get it. And I assured my wife this wouldn't be hot, so see how that goes. And to that, I'm going to add 2 cups of chicken broth, and the last liquid ingredient, 1 cup of orange juice. That's actual orange juice, not orange drink. And I'm going to put in 4 or 5 bay leaves. And I'm going to bring that up to the simmer and get the coals ready, and we'll be back in a minute. So it's time to add the meat into the broth. I went ahead and added that other 1 cup of broth to it. We're looking to cook this for 2 hours at around 350 degrees. It's kind of low and slow with the lid on. Now, if you were looking to cook this with dried beans that you've soaked, I would add them now. But since the beans I'm going to be using are canned, I'll put them in after the 2 hours, cook for an additional 30 minutes. So 8 coals on the bottom, and I'm going to add 18 on the top. Should give me around 350 degrees. So 8 on the bottom, 18 on the top, 350 degrees for 2 hours. So basically in about an hour, come out and check the coals. I may add some more on top. And yep, you can see my set of camera legs. I've learned that that means breaking the fourth wall. Look it up. It's a thing. So we'll see you back in a couple hours. Well, it's been 2 hours. I come out after an hour and added some more coals on the top and bottom. Yeah, it's pretty much fall apart. Let's add the beans. So I have 1 can of pinto beans, 2 cans of Great Northerns. That's just the beans I happen to have. You can mix and match however you want them. So mix or match the beans however you want. Even the dreaded lima beans. I remember as a kid coming in the house, asked my mom what was for supper. She said lima beans and ham. Ugh. And I said, can I go to Mac's house? She said, why? What are they having for supper? I said, anything you're having's got to be better than that. Not a wise thing to say. So I'm going to give them another 30 minutes, basically to warm the beans up. And drop in a few jalapeno slices. Okay, several, optional. So I'm going to set the timer for another 30 minutes, maybe put some more coals on it, heat it up a little bit, and we'll be right back. Let's take a look. Pretty much fork tender, just shreds off of there. A couple different ways you can eat this. You could shred it all up in the pot, or divvy out a piece of meat for everybody and they can do what they want with it. So as far as serving, you can go two different ways. One way you can go slice of cornbread. This is actually Charlie bread. That way, along with some corn tortillas, slice of lemon, a little bit of cilantro, and there you go. There's my Chipotle pork and beans served two ways, one with Charlie bread or two with tortillas. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Outside on a nice day. Stick around, I'll show you how we do it. Bienvenidos.